Virgo, it's time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or of course you may also just simply follow the links down below. I've got a sale going on, 20% off all services, including gift certificates, as well as accepting tips and donations, and your Build a Spread horoscope will be coming out soon. So what is going on as it relates to this coming week? This coming week is all about getting the payoffs for all of your work, all of your efforts, all of your energies, all of what you have been communicating. We're starting to see the entire week come to a place of many culminations and many outcomes that are already starting to elicit payoffs and bring payoffs and paybacks and payouts towards you. And the reason this is coming in is because we have the Nine of Pentacles upright. We are actually now getting to see and experience and receive the payoffs for everything that we have actually been putting into our work, our relationships, our friendships, all of it. And when I say all of it, the Nine of Pentacles is about showing you exactly sort of the flavors or the layers of everything that has actually been put into this work, giving it back to you. You experience it now. You get to have it. You get to have it run its course and manifest and substantiate in your life stream. Whatever you've been communicating, whatever you've been contributing, no matter how big or small, the Nine of Pentacles is saying, look, it's payoff time. It's time to actually get back what goes into our manifestation, our creation process, how we conduct ourselves, the energies we're holding, right? Spiritually, emotionally, mentally. We're really starting to see those alter the course of our own personal journey, our own personal timeline. Because whatever we put out there, we pull into our own experience as well. So for those of you that have maybe been waiting for these payoffs, you're waiting to see what you're going to get out of it, or maybe you're in a space where you are hoping to wrap up certain projects, certain connections, certain scenarios. This is a week where we're really going to be approaching endgame with those things. And the cool thing about the Nine of Pentacles is you get fairness in here. Everything is coming back in a fair proportion. So what you've been contributing, again, on all levels, not just with your intentions, but with your actions, words, deeds, emotions, spiritual direction, are all going to be coming back to you through what you've been trying to create for yourself. It's a really, really cool energy to see physicalize. And you're going to be watching this show up in many different kinds of encounters. In fact, as we get to the Two of Cups for your material concerns, when we talk about, your work, your money, your projects, your job, your career, the Two of Cups is all about companionship. It's about getting a new partner, companion, friend, ally. There's a collaboration that is coming to be offered to you. And the cool thing about this, and we've talked about that in the incoming wave, is that this person is going to be an ideal match, right? We are organizing everyone to be on less imbalanced levels in terms of their experience, in terms of their progress, in terms of their discipline, in terms of the vibration they're holding. So this person is going to be a perfect match. They have the same lessons as you, they have the same experiences as you, they're holding the same vibration, the same emotions, the same mental situation, and we are actually allowing for this collaboration to come together, which is going to bring you to a space where you can start actually tackling a big new project, big new job, or maybe even start generating new abundance as we go through whatever journey we are coming together to actually embark upon. Because the Two of Cups does indicate here that as we blend, as we take this on, we are seeing that it is already starting to generate a fair amount of prosperity. This could be somebody who actually brings you to a new role, brings you to a new financial opportunity, or somebody that is actually building something with you that also is being supported in a financial way or being supported in a material way by maybe somebody on their side of things, somebody on the, when it comes to their own support, or something that we're just kind of building together within our organization. The Two of Cups is talking about combining powers to, of course, right? We're going to confront the things that we are both here to confront within ourselves, because we're a perfect match. And when I say match, it's not a complementary match, it's a reflective match. And we're going to basically excel and prosper should we take this on. And so, or like I said, you don't have to worry about dragging somebody up with this, or social climbing, or people, being so imbalanced in their talent, skill, ability, and whatever energies they're holding, their life experience, level of maturity, because this is going to be on the same level as you, which is really, really cool. As we get on to your community, friends, relatives, other people in your life, we actually have the Hierophant card in reverse. So your social landscape is going through a tremendous shift during this week. You're actually seeing what might be considered cultural agreements or norms in either your friendship groups, your family groups, maybe even a spiritual community, social communities of all kinds, or special interest groups that you're a part of, are actually shedding a lot of skin, starting to actually evolve into a completely new expression of being. Because with the Hierophant card reversed, we are ditching a lot of maybe rules, bylaws, traditions, expectations that are not holding up very well. They're no longer serving in the highest interest of all concerned. They're promoting maybe stagnation or paralysis for everyone involved. And so, of course, that does mean the landscape has to shift, right? We can't all just be living on the script. We all have to be able to be both, mentally, socially, emotionally fluent, flexible, and empowered to be able to actually change the dynamic of a lot of these social connections so that they are mutually enhancing. And this is going to open new doors, I'm actually sensing, not only on a professional level, but on a social level as well. So be prepared for the landscape to change. Yes, some people who might not necessarily be right for the new are going to have to go on to something else, right? Vibrational buddy system. If they're not a match or ready for the new thing, they've got another thing they can go to. So we're seeing a bit of a musical chairs occurring as well. But let it happen, because this is going to completely change the dynamics of your social support system in a way that is making it and showing you what is being reflected back to you through yourself, through your... When it comes to your challenge or your lesson that may present as a challenge, we do actually have the Queen of Cups upright. And so, Virgos, it's important to pay attention to where things need to be moving forward no matter what the pace. And it's about keeping a flow this week. The challenge with the Queen of Cups can sometimes show up where there could be a tendency to maybe coddle or maybe encourage a certain level of neediness, which is not necessarily empowering in people that we are maybe working with or trying to help. We might not necessarily be establishing a very balanced connection with certain folks, because with the Queen of Cups, what can sometimes happen is we accidentally do a lot of the work that other people should be doing socially, emotionally, psychologically, right? You can't be the one to process the emotions another person is feeling. You can't be the one to protect a person from self-awareness, and you certainly can't shelter people from their own potential by giving them a small pond that they're already growing out of. And there may be a temptation to do that sometimes, right? We look at the Hierophant card reverse. Not everyone is really going to take to the Hierophant card reversed energy like a duck to water when it comes to the shifting social dynamics, especially if for a lot of people that kind of dynamic was maybe seen as a protection or a shelter or some kind of place for them to just hunker down. And so I feel like with the Queen of Cups, we have to pay attention to healing the right way, because healing the right way, holding space the right way is important. It's not, not all healing is going to feel blissful and loving and soothing in the moment, right? That's not what healing really is. Sometimes healing can be painful. Sometimes processing can be vulnerable. Sometimes healing involves going through the symptoms of a bit of a mental or emotional or even physical detox. Sometimes it involves breaking a bone so that it heals the right way if it healed back incorrectly the first time. And so for a lot of you Virgo people, this is a time to be completely emotionally honest with yourself in the way that maybe you feel pressured or maybe you feel that you are expecting to receive or give healing a certain way, because this is a very powerful week where a lot of people are going through, right, the vibrational buddy system shift. A lot of people might not like what they're matching. A lot of people will love what they're matching, but don't try to minimize the truth just to make sure people feel like they don't have to do anything or do any work with the information that they're receiving. Because this is gonna, you're gonna be noticing this with family, with friends, co-workers. A lot of folks are not really, they're gonna be kind of caught by surprise. They're not really going to know how this is occurring, but it is occurring, and it's a beautiful thing. It's an opportunity for everyone to actually, work with folks that are, in their grade, so to speak. As opposed to having that disparity. But some people, if they're kind of clinging to other people, hoping they'll get dragged up with them, they might not feel so ready to do the work. So you got to make sure that you are not caving in during this period. That's your challenge, no cave-ins. As we get on to the relationship side of things, the partnership side of things, we've got the King of Cups upright. This is a week where a lot of I would say deepening is occurring on a love level, because we are finding ourselves in a position where all relationships, existing and even new ones, especially those of you who are looking for new partners, are going to be taking on a flavor of wanting to make sure that this is something that is actually a compatible match with the personal soul journey. The King of Cups is all about seeing right through to the core of the other being. The King of Cups does not put on airs. The King of Cups is not about looking at the surface and just believing the surface, even if that is something that is preferred by the other. This is an energy where a lot of you are going to be finding your partners are wanting something much more soulful, wanting something more deep, wanting something that goes to a certain place with your romantic and intimate language that actually goes right down to the core for them and for you. And we actually see them shedding and purging a lot of aspects of themselves that might have been seen as either superficial or maybe shallow, or maybe something that was a distraction from this connection. You might be noticing that they themselves are changing their social dynamics, and they're really only interested in having quality relationships right now, where it's like, look, you're either deep close BFF caliber, or I don't have time for you. And that's actually a really cool thing, because this is indicating somebody that is not only emotionally, mentally, and psychologically available and ready for something of true depth, but it's somebody who is also understanding that nothing else is worth their time as a rule. And so there's a level of spiritual and emotional maturity here that you're going to get to enjoy and experience from your partner. This could also show up in somebody completely new that kind of knocks your socks off this week for those of you who are available or single. So that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.